there's so much more. It's taking a little bit longer. So Genesis 11 is where the Tower of Babel and the nations were scattered. And it's like you see in Deuteronomy 4:19 through 20, it talks about that. Deuteronomy 32:8, you can catch up on your own on that. In Acts 17, I want to read Acts 17, just read Acts 17, 26 through 27. Because this is referenced. What was going on in Babylon and the nations being divided. You think, well, why did God just disown these people? Acts 17, 26, 27 explains why he did that.
26.
26, 27.
And he made from one man every nation of mankind to live on the face of the earth, having determined allotted periods and boundaries of their dwelling place, and that they should seek God and hope that they might feel their way toward him and find him, yet he is actually not far from each one of us.
So the whole goal of separating them was to do what he did in Genesis chapter 12, which is he called Abram and Sarah to become a new nation. The nations were totally rebellious at Babylon. And God says, this is not going to work. I want to draw all these people back to me, but they're all in rebellion. So he divided them up. And in the very next chapter, chapter 12, God called Abram and Sarah and said, it's through you and your seed that the whole nations will be blessed. God said, there's going to be a way where I'm going to draw them back. And it's being referred to here in Acts 17:26. Why did he separate them in geographical areas and boundaries? It was so that they might seek God and find him. And the only way that was going to happen was if God took Abraham and Sarah and their descendants, which Jesus was the descendant of King David and then was sacrificed on the cross. That was the only way to bring all the nations back together again. And they talked a little bit about the Exodus was a judgment against the gods of Egypt. It's very specific about why did the Exodus happen? Why were all the plagues? 10 plagues. Why didn't one just happen? Why didn't God just bring them out? It was a judgment against the gods of Egypt. This is part of a 1 hour, 15-minute video that explains the unseen realm, the book that I talked about way at the very beginning. And it has Bible scholars that kind of walk through what the book is talking about. We're only going to watch 6 minutes or so, but if you want to watch the whole thing, it'll be available. You can search for it online. It's called the Unseen Realm documentary, but I'll have it in my playlist. But I want to walk through, and it starts with Michael Heiser talking, who wrote the book, The Unseen Realm.